Okay, come on in, everybody. Come on in for a great show. Facebook and YouTube, Periscope, diamondandsilk.com. Come on in. Oh my God. I want to talk to you all. I know there's a lot going on. We have the weather. We just had another shooting. I just heard about another shooting that I'm just like, just cannot believe. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Listen, this is a show today about us. You as the viewers, some of the things that we've seen, we've heard, and we want to get your input on it.
Yes.
So come on in for a lovely show. Are we up on all portals?
We are up on all portals.
Okay, hit it, y'all. Welcome to Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live with your host Diamond and Silk oh Silk.
Oh, Diamond, oh Diamond.
Okay, so it was the Labor Day weekend holiday.
Yeah.
And some people Labor Day got ruined. But before we talk about that and a lot more, I want you to stop what you're doing. I want you to share this video. Sharing is caring.
Yes.
We have been in the blogs lately, so we have a lot of new people.
Yes, a new folk. Hey, new folk.
Y'all. Okay, so make sure you share this video. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit this subscribe bell. So anytime we drop content, you're supposed to receive a notification.
Yes.
And please make sure you subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we love you and we want you to see what we do.
What we do.
All
right.
So please share. Sharing is caring.
That's
all right. Okay. Now, tonight's show is being brought to you by the Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Tour. So I want you to head over there to Chit Chat Tour to get your tickets. And let me tell you our next location. We're going to be in Billings, Montana on September the 14th.
Yes.
If you have not gotten your tickets, go get your tickets. Go to chitchattour.com or diamondandsilk.com. We want to see your face in a place, and we're going to have a lovely time.
It's going to be
lovely. Let me just run it all down to you. September the 21st, we're going to be in Irvine, California. October the 5th, Orlando, Florida. October the 26th, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I said it. And November 23rd, Dallas, Texas.
Yes.
So get your tickets at chitchattour.com or diamondandsilk.com and click on Chit Chat Tour to get your tickets.
Get it.
Okay. Special thank you to everyone that's been sharing our pages, sharing what we do as far as the Chit Chat Live in your groups. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
We really appreciate that, and we thank you from the bottoms of our heart. Okay.
Yeah, and don't forget to go visit our store, diamondandsilkstore.com.
Don't forget to go visit the store, diamondandsilkstore.com.
Yeah.
Go get you one of those build the wall pins or I love Diamond and Silk t-shirt.
That's right.
Or a nice little cute mug, okay?
You know, someone came to one of our chit chats and they had on our socks.
And they had on the socks.
Yes.
Oh, and it's about to get cold, so go get your pair of socks.
Yes.
Thank you for mentioning that.
You're welcome.
Okay, so it's like we're finna go into the fall, and I can feel it.
Yeah.
And it's like we have a hurricane that may hit North Carolina and may not.
May not.
Okay, it told the Bahamas up. We're praying for everybody, all of our fans and followers in the Bahamas. We are praying for you all. You all stay safe, be safe, and do what these governmental officials tell you all to do.
Yeah.
Or, as it pertains to your safety.
Yes.
Remember, we can replace stuff, but we can't replace you.
Not life.
So we want to see your faces. We want life to prevail. So make sure you do what you're told to do.
That's right.
So we know that after it hammered down on the Bahamas, now it's headed towards the United States. And so I don't know where Doreen needs to go. You know what? She's the itch for the day.
Is it Doreen or Durian?
Durian, whatever her name is, she need to go back out to sea. I don't know, honey. I don't know.
Okay.
But it's just bothering me.
Yeah.
Listen.
So that's the itch for the day?
She's the itch. She or whoever this hurricane, need to go on, turn on around, and go right on back out to sea.
Scratch it back out to sea.
Scratch it back out to sea.
Scratch
and
back
you can
out
be,
to sea.
you can entertain the fish and I want to say
whales,
Jaws, but the whale out there, because we don't need that type of entertainment here.
Yeah.
All of us, because Florida. Listen, they thought this thing was coming directly towards Florida,
right?
And I'm telling you, it can't. People started canceling their plans,
right?
And it messed up everybody's Labor Day holiday.
Yeah.
And Florida lost up in the millions, probably the billions of dollars, because of all of these people canceling things.
Yeah.
And then for it not to even hit on Labor Day, it hammered down on the Bahamas.
Yeah.
And now when it come, it's just I think it's gonna sort of brush up against Florida.
Yeah.
But some of this stuff could be headed to North Carolina. So we're watching and praying like everybody else, you all, because this is a travel week
for Diamond and Silk.
That's right. So I want to be in Texas this week, Galveston, Texas, with
our people
peeps down there.
Yeah.
We have an event that we're going to be speaking at, and so with that being said, I want this weather to clear up.
That's
and let it go back from the sea. Go back to the sea.
Go back to the sea.
And please stop. Don't be talking about climate change. This is hurricane season. This is what happens during hurricane season. One of the worst hurricane was in 1935. I think it killed about 500 people in Florida. It was one of the worst in U.S. history. I don't know if we've had another one like that one. But I have to do my research. But that was one. But it's hurricane season. This is what we can expect.
This is what happens.
When hurricane, and I don't think anybody changing the climate can stop hurricanes. Hurricane season is always around this time. So that's
there's somebody said Durian is a he.
Is it a he? Well, Durian need to go find Mary.
He's mad about something.
But don't be mad. Don't take it out on us.
Because he's staying in the Bahamas. So who is he looking for?
And the deal is, I wonder, are they trying to emasculate Durian? Because you see how I called him Doreen? Don't get mad at me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that. Don't get mad at me, because I'm not trying to emasculate you, but we want you to go back out to the sea.
Go back.
Do what you do out there. We don't need no destruction.
Marine is on the other side of the country.
And don't destroy nothing here.
And she ain't in North Carolina.
She's not in North Carolina. She's not even here in the United States.
She's not here in the
United
States.
Bypass the Bahamas, bypass Puerto Rico,
or Florida,
and take your little self on back out there
back
to sea.
the sea.
We'll see you later.
Go visit y'all.
On the beach alone. Absolutely.
Yes.
But we're praying for everybody in the Bahamas, everybody that's been impacted and affected by this storm. We are praying for you all, and we want you all to continue to pray for us. Hey, everybody, all of our moderators on all of our platforms.
Yes.
Hey, everybody. I hope you all are doing so well. Thank you all for moderating. Listen, we have new people. On our platform.
Yes.
And some of these people may be trolls or what we call haters.
Trolls.
Race baiters. Let them stay.
Imitators.
Yeah, they have a right to hear what we have to say. If they start spewing hate, like calling people names, because I don't agree with all that
labeling people.
Just go ahead on and just get them up out of here. They gotta go. We're not doing, but you can listen. You can ask your question.
That's right.
If you want to.
Yeah.
But hey, this is our show. We can do what we want to do.
That's right.
And those are our moderators.
That's right.
And girls or ladies, gentlemen, whoever's moderating, if they're not doing right, acting right, just go ahead on and X them out. Get right rid of them.
Roll the trolls on.
Roll them on. I love it still.
Yes.
Okay, you all. So a lot's been going on in the news. First it was the weather. Well, first it was a mass shooting that happened, and then the weather. And we're going to talk about that. And I think we're going to have a discussion about that. Tonight we have no notes. We have no notes tonight. We coming off the cuff. Because have you ever got to this here time where you just felt like you just wanted to just come and just touch bases with everybody.
Right.
Just check in, and we check in together.
Yeah.
I think that's how I feel tonight. What about?
That's basically how it is, because it's like, what do you talk about? What do you discuss? And we've been so busy, we had no time to really do anything. So we're like, okay, well, we've taken care of all of our business, our interviews for the day, and we said, well, let's just go in and talk to the people.
Right.
And we'll just talk about this, and this. So we're here to talk to y'all about all of this stuff.
That's going on.
We were going to talk about.
Well, let me get the shooting stuff out the way.
Let's talk about the shooting.
Okay, so let me explain to you what happened. So first of all, I was not looking at the news when the story broke, and I think that when you got home, you told me about the story.
That's right.
Sometimes I have to pull back. Because see, I stay on ready because you ain't have to get ready if you stay on ready.
That's right.
But I don't want to always be on 10. Sometimes I got to lower it. And in order for me to do that, I have to cut the news off because I can become outraged and just enraged by some of the stuff that's being said, even some of the stuff that's being said by people who I think shouldn't say those kind of things.
Exactly.
You sort of got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't know what that's about. And so I pulled back from it, and when you called me and you told me what had happened, I finally cut on the news and I saw where a gentleman, I think he was just fired.
There wasn't no gentleman.
Well, a man or a boy, or he was a grown man. I think he was in his 30s.
Yeah.
So in his 30s, he was just fired from his job, according to the news. And a police officer was stopping him because he failed to use his turn signal whenever he was making a turn. Sometimes I don't use my turn signal. Are we supposed to use it? Sometimes I don't.
Well, you're supposed to. You are supposed to use the turn signal
if I'm heading up there to get me some Kentucky Fried Chicken and want to get home fast enough, I forget about the turn signal.
You have to. Do you have to? If you come to a stop, you have to use it, even if no one is behind you.
Still use it.
You're supposed to use it.
Right.
That's
okay.
right.
All right. So they stopped this guy, and this guy, he just pulled out a gun and shot the officer.
Oh, did you see the officer?
I don't think that officer passed away. Thank God. And then he headed on down the road, and there was a mail carrier.
Okay.
He hijacked her. He got her car. He carjacked her or postal jacked her. He took her life and then just randomly started shooting people on the road
as he was going down.
And I think in all, about 7 lives were taken, 20-some people injured, all for somebody in their mindset. Wow. And then I'm going to tell you also, before we came on the show today, I'm hearing about this guy, this young man, 14 years old, from Alabama, who shot up his whole family, killed his father, his stepmother, and his siblings, from what I heard. And I think it's just so sad. It's tragic. All of it is tragic. It's sad. And one thing that I said, and I'm not making excuses for anybody. If you go out there and you just deliberately take lives because you have a problem or because you feel like your life is altered, they killed this guy, and I don't have any sympathy. Yeah, I don't have any sympathy for that at all. Because innocent people are gone, and they were able to take him down.
Yeah, well, you live by the sword, you're gonna surely die by it. And then there was a football game about a week ago where this one guy shot 10 or 15 people. He didn't kill anybody, but he shot.
Oh yeah,
And
I said this here, you all. Whenever you take and you dismantle the very foundation that we were built upon, everybody is going to fall through the floor. And what I'm saying, I'm not trying to sound religious, because we know we have people out there that don't believe in God. They don't believe in certain aspects or morality. Okay? But I will believe in morals. I believe in values. And I do believe in God. And for those that don't believe in God, what about the morals and the values?
That's right.
When we take away morals and values, when we take and we act as though we can't be patriotic for the country that we live in. When we have leaders saying that kind of foolishness is okay, listen, that kind of stuff trickled down to people. And people start saying, well, what do I have to live for? You sort of see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
And listen, put your questions here. What do you all say?
Can I just say one thing?
I'm looking at somebody. Go ahead, say one thing.
I just want to say one thing, and this is coming from Silk, and this is Silk opinion. Okay? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And if God created the heavens and the earth, that means God needs to be in everything that we do.
I think he do.
And if you don't have to believe in God, but if God created it, and if God is not in it, how can you expect for it to be successful?
Right.
Because God created it, the heavens and the earth.
Well, Angela on YouTube said this is what happens when you run away from God.
That's right.
You all, I don't remember this much violence when we were growing up.
Right.
And let me tell you something. People went to school and they had shotguns on the back of their pickup trucks.
Yep.
I don't remember this much violence.
Right.
Now, the one thing that I don't remember growing up is us having those violent video games.
No, I don't remember.
We had something like called Atari. I don't know if it's Atari
yeah.
where there was a Pac-Man or a centipede.
Millipede.
But all of this stuff, this shooting and stuff, I don't remember all of that happening. And we didn't have games like that. It's too much violence.
And another thing we had, switches.
We had switches.
Your mama made you. Your dad. You went out to the.
Well, let me tell you what you had. You had parents to raise you.
That's right.
You had parents to raise you.
And then they also had prayer in school.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And where everybody had to stand for the flag and say the national anthem. You
had
order. You had order. It's what you had.
Family notes at every knee and every tongue.
That's right. That's exactly what you had. And then you have everybody that's like now. It's like let your freak flag fly.
Right.
No respect for nobody. You know, the heck with everybody else. Oh God, let me take down this little PayPal button. Let me put back up Chit Chat. You know, a lot of times you put up different. You have to put up the different buttons and different things, and then people get all bent out of shape because the different buttons is up. And if they see the PayPal button come up, they're like, "Oh my God, you're begging for money."
Well, we do appreciate your contributions.
Thank you for your contribution.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Maria on YouTube said, "Yes, God is needed." That's right.
God needs to come back God needs to come back into our country.
Right.
Because I always say that when a person comes to our country, they need to assimilate to our ways.
But you got people that was born on our soil that no longer believe in the traditions and our liberties and our freedoms.
That's disrespecting our liberties. Yeah.
Right. I was looking, I love to go sometime on social media and look at some of these videos. And I was looking at a video where this young man was going off on his teacher and telling his teacher, you need to get up and teach us instead of just handing us a packet.
Right.
Where everybody would say he's disrespectful, but the liberals, this is what you created.
Right.
You created this here where now they're calling you out on your stuff.
Right.
They created this type of atmosphere where children don't have respect for adults.
And children feel like they can say whatever they want to adults.
Right.
Back in the day, if you say the wrong thing, you would get backslapped. Remember those days back in the day?
Let me tell you, we had a mother and a father that raised us certain things you just didn't say. And look, and people don't want to. Oh my gosh. Like when the news media was talking about the 14-year-old boy that and I'll say alleged, just in case they didn't get the story right, killed his family. He was like, oh my God. But why aren't you calling on God before these tragedies? See, the same news person or the same, they want to forget about God.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And put all of this other secular stuff out there.
Right.
Because now they want to go on science. But if they let me shut up when it comes to science. Well, some of the stuff they saying certain things that does not seem science inclined. That's not equating to science. So for example, we know that the grass it have roots and it grows, correct? Right. But you can't tell me that grass grow from the sky.
Right.
Okay. But you got some people making up stories like that. You got people wanting us to take our left shoe and put it on our right foot and tell us it's right when we know darn well it's wrong. It don't feel right. Okay. Yeah. To me, that's not science.
Right.
That ain't even common sense. That's your discombobulated mental illness that you're going through. Because you got to be mentally ill to tell me to wear my left shoe on my right foot and tell me that it feels right.
Right. But why do people want that? Why do
they want to disrupt the normalcy that we know, the norm? Chaos, confusion. And then when it trickled down to the young people,
to our children,
when it trickled down to people, a lot of people can't handle this foolishness.
That's right.
They can't.
Right.
They can't handle this here, what you're talking about.
That's right.
And if you don't give people a zest for life, a will to live, we were coming up, we wanted to grow up and be something. Now you have our young people, they don't want to grow up to be anything. They want to do something silly so that they can make a name for themselves going out in blaze of glory. Why is that? So I think we need to get back to basics is what we need to do. What do y'all think?
That's right.
What do y'all think?
It's time to go back to basics. And then when I look at Taylor Swift, is that her name? That's her name.
Who is it? Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Okay, what did she say?
She's trying to push some equality rights.
Okay.
But I look at her trying to push equality rights while taking away my rights to be free to pick and choose, to be free to pick and choose and have my rights to pick and choose my rights. Because it's like, even though it's equality rights, if you are a human being, why can't all human beings have the same type of rights instead of you violating my rights with equal rights, whenever equal rights should be human rights for all human beings?
And we wouldn't have had to we would not have had to have civil rights if everybody would have equal rights. And why do groups of people need certain rights if every had equal rights?
Equal rights,
which is human rights. Right.
That's right. Because when you take and segregate these specific rights for just these specific people, now you're going to violate other people's rights and liberty. Come on.
Right. Okay. But so it's going to take me back to this here.
Yes.
So you all, the Democrats, and I got to talk about them because they're so nasty. They rats. So the Democrats, you all, they were 2 weeks ago. We were in Colorado Springs, Colorado. I sat there and watched them on TV at the black churches pandering for votes.
Yes.
So after them, 2 weeks later, now they're in the secular movement with the atheists and all of them pandering for their votes. So I'm like, so I took a step back because wait a minute, I know if you're the president, you got to be the president for all people.
Right.
But what I don't understand is, so that means that the people that's secular are going to try to take the rights away from the people that's not secular.
That's right.
But you got the Democrats pandering for both.
For both.
And I thought about that. So I wonder, how is the Democrats going to do that? How do we take and keep from others encroaching upon our rights?
Right.
Because if you have a right to say yes, I have a right to say no, I don't want that for my life.
Right.
You sort of see what I'm saying?
So you're going to remove our rights for the rights to infringe upon other rights. It's like we're going to fight for these rights, but those rights are going to infringe on somebody else's rights. It's going to remove somebody else's rights to say no to those rights.
So therefore,
so why are we even saying okay and advocating for these other rights?
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Yes.
It shouldn't be you have a certain right.
Come on.
You have a certain right.
This ain't Oprah.
If we all had equal rights, we wouldn't have to have all of this stuff in
human rights.
That's right. You got these rights. You got these rights.
That's
you got
right.
We should be able to all have the basic
same
human rights, equal rights, and call it a day.
That's right. No matter who you sleep with. It's not about who you sleep with. Because as a human being, we all have to eat. We all got to sleep. We all want to work. We all want to pay bills. We all got to use the bathroom. We all got to do the same thing as a human being.
But the things that we need to do need to make sense.
Right.
If it doesn't make sense, it's going to cause people to question what you're doing. And up under the days of Obama, he really destroyed our country. Destroyed the liberties and, to me, the freedoms. Because now everybody is doing things to me that is discombobulated.
That's right.
That have you like,
That's right.
And then you have these Democrats, they want to denounce God. And now they hip ran for, the secular movement.
That's right.
But the deal is, 2 weeks ago, you were just in the black churches pandering for their votes. Black people need to look at that,
That's
y'all.
Right.
Listen, I can see this so clear, so clear. And yes, you have to be the president for all people.
Right.
But I'm going to have a problem if you pandering to one group that can take my rights away.
That's right. Exactly.
Because you got atheists, they don't want nothing about God being nowhere.
Right.
And on our money is in God we trust, and they spend that, yet they have a problem with God.
With God.
Now, I don't, listen, Be what you want, do what you want, feel what you want, but don't encroach upon my rights. If I want to pray when I go to school, then it can be. I should be able to pray.
So that brings me to this.
Yes.
Why are we pandering to black folk?
Why are they pandering?
Why? Excuse me. You're absolutely right.
That's right.
Why are they pandering to black folk? Why can't they pander to just Americans? See, if everybody start looking at themselves as Americans,
right,
and not as skin colors,
right,
then guess what? We're all Americans,
right?
Okay,
right.
Look at yourself as Americans,
right?
Because if you're pandering to this group and that group and that group, then you're going to feel like, okay, I believe I get this right. I believe I get this right. And as long as Democrats continue to segregate you into these little bitty groups, then they feel like it's easier for them to control you as little bitty groups.
Don Wallace said on Facebook, mention of God frightens them.
Oh, yes.
That's what frightens them, and he's absolutely right.
Yes.
Everybody is now frightened by it. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to mention that. But I believe that if we don't patch up the foundation, if we don't fix the foundation, and we continue to let liberals, left-leaning liberals,
wait, we can't patch it up no more. It's done. They done already destroyed it. It's time to rebuild it, Don.
Well, I believe that we can. Somebody said they believe we can fix America. I do too.
I know we can fix it.
But we cannot let somebody dismantle the foundation. All of us is going to fall in. All of us is going to feel the effects of it, and that's how I feel it.
Exactly.
Family knows that this is how you know it's a demonic-driven movement.
Yes.
Something is going on.
It's something that's going on, especially with the way that they allow. Look at our schools.
Right.
Look at the ideology. Look at how we have allowed this particular type of ideology to infiltrate our government and our schools.
Wait a minute. D. Ramirez says on YouTube, Christians aren't evangelizing either. No, they can't. Because they're going to be ostracized, criticized, and stigmatized.
And censored.
Somebody's going to call them a racist. Somebody's going to say something about it.
That's right.
So how can they?
That's right.
Listen, they were just in churches pandering to black Christians.
Right.
And then 2 weeks later, now they're in where the atheists and the secular movement is at, pandering to them and denouncing almost like they denouncing Christianity. You know?
Yeah.
So people just need to see
please
that.
Wake up.
Wake up.
The Democrats can care less.
They
All
don't
they
care.
want is bodies, and anybody body will do.
That's right.
They don't care what body it is, it is. They are just like the snakes that change colors and stripes. They will conform to whatever they need to get a vote.
Right. They will. Okay, you all. So speaking of votes, Hillary Clinton, you all. Remember when they said she got so many more millions of votes than President Donald J. Trump? Yet President Donald J. Trump won because of the Electoral College.
Yeah.
Well, we stumbled upon a video that's been out there, so we shared it with you, and it is garnering so much attention.
Yes.
It's a 6-minute video, but we want you to take a look, and when we come back, we're going to talk.
We're going to discuss.
Okay, take a look at this.
You're not a Republican, and nor are you a conservative. Is that accurate?
That would be an understatement.
And indeed, you're the former editor-in-chief of Psychology Today.
Correct.
So you're a respected academic. You testified before this committee that Google's manipulation of votes gave at least 2.6 million additional votes to Hillary Clinton in the year 2016. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And I want to make sure I understand. You personally supported and voted for Hillary Clinton.
I was a very strong public supporter of Hillary Clinton, yes.
So you're not dismayed that people voted for her, but your testimony is that Google is, through bias in search results, manipulating voters in a way they're not aware of.
On a massive scale. And what I'm saying is that I believe in democracy, I believe in the free and fair election, more than I have any kind of allegiance to a candidate or a party.
And looking forward, if I understood your testimony correctly, you said in subsequent elections, Google and Facebook and Twitter and big text manipulation could manipulate as many as 15 million votes in a subsequent election?
In 2020, if all these companies are supporting the same candidate, there are 15 million votes on the line that can be shifted without people's knowledge and without leaving a paper trail for authorities to trace.
Now, you described the Go Vote reminder, and you said it wasn't a public service announcement, but rather manipulation. Can you explain how? I'm not sure everyone followed the details of that.
Well, sure. If on Election Day in 2016, if Mark Zuckerberg, for example, had chosen to send out a Go Vote reminder, users involved, they sent out a Go Vote reminder, and they got something like 360,000 more people to get off their sofas and go vote who otherwise would have stayed home. The point is, I don't think that Mr. Zuckerberg sent out that reminder in 2016. I think he was overconfident. I think Google was overconfident. All these companies were. I don't think he sent that out. Without monitoring systems in place, we'll never know what these companies are doing. But the point is, in 2018, I'm sure they were more aggressive. We have lots of data to support that. And in 2020, you can bet that all of these companies are going to go all out. And the methods that they're using are invisible. They're subliminal. They're more powerful than most any effects I've ever seen in the behavioral sciences. And I've been in the behavioral sciences for almost 40 years.
You know, our Democratic colleagues on this committee often talk about what they view as the pernicious effect of big money and big corporate dollars. What you are testifying to is that a handful of Silicon Valley billionaires and giant corporations are able to spend millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars collectively, massively influencing the results of elections. And there's no accountability. You said, we don't know. We have no way of knowing if Google or Facebook or Twitter sends it to Democrats or Republicans, or how they bias it, because it's a black box with no transparency or accountability whatsoever. Am I understanding you correctly?
Senator, with respect, I must correct you.
Please.
If Mark Zuckerberg chooses to send out a Go Vote reminder just to Democrats on Election Day, that doesn't cost him a dime.
Fair enough. Do you happen to know who the Hillary Clinton campaign's #1 financial supporter was in the year 2016?
I think I do, but please remind me.
The #1 financial supporter of the Hillary Clinton campaign in the 2016 election was the parent company of Google, Alphabet, who was our first witness. They were her #1 financial donor, and your testimony is, through their deceptive search methods, they moved 2.6 million votes in her direction. I would think anybody, whether or not you favor one candidate or another, should be deeply dismayed about a handful of Silicon Valley billionaires having that much power over our elections to silently and deceptively shift vote outcomes.
Again, with respect, I must correct you. The 2.6 million is a rock bottom minimum. The range is between 2.6 and 10.4 million, depending on how aggressively they used the techniques that I've been studying now for 6.5 years.
Wow. Could you say that again, please?
The 2.6 million is a rock bottom minimum. The range is between 2.6 and 10.4 million votes, depending on how aggressive they were in using the techniques that I've been studying, such as the search engine manipulation effect, the search suggestion effect, the answer bot effect, and a number of others. They control these, and no one can counteract them. These are not competitive. These are tools that they have at their disposal exclusively.
Okay, so after listening to this guy testify, it looked like that Google manipulated votes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now,
they want to tell us that Russia did it. They want to tell us that Russia did it, that Hillary Clinton won the election with 3 million additional voters based off of the popular vote, is what they tried to tell us. And I remember us doing a video saying Russia didn't do it.
Russia didn't do it. They didn't do it.
I remember us doing that.
Right.
But and they try to say that Russia made us vote for Donald Trump, and not, I mean, all of this different stuff that they try to put in our minds to make us think that Russia did this and Russia did that.
Right.
When really they have been cheating. The Democrats have been cheating all of this time. Undercoverly. They've been finding means and ways to cheat. Go ahead.
I love looking at the feeds, and somebody asked, what's wrong with reminding someone to go vote?
Okay.
Would you please break it down what they did wrong?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with reminding anyone to go vote.
Right. It's nothing wrong with reminding anyone to go vote, but you got to remember that this is $1 billion company. Okay, this is $1 billion company, and what you can't do is be partisan, meaning you can't be one-sided when it comes down to the election. Okay, because of the FEC rules, because of the Federal Election Commission, because of the election rules. Okay, you can't give so much percentage to the Democrats and say this is free advertisement to you Democrats, okay, and give nothing to Republicans. You can't do that. See, what you see Facebook doing right now by censoring conservative voices,
especially conservative black voices, on their panel, but not censoring any Democrat voices, really, and when it comes down to politics, really they're breaking FEC rules, right,
because they're being partisan. Okay, right. And so what they can say, don't forget to go vote, but when they say don't forget to go vote for Democrats, right, now you're being partisan and you're breaking the rules.
You're breaking the FEC rules.
You're breaking rules exactly by doing that. And technically, Facebook, these social media platforms, they're supposed to be a neutral platform. They're not supposed to be a political platform.
Right.
Okay? So why are they even talking in politics? Why
are putting their mouth even into the politics of it? Exactly. It should be a mutual platform where people do what they do, but why are they inserting themselves into the political arena as if they're the God?
That's right. Now, I can tell you what my spirit tells me, what my God is telling me, is that, there are people that is behind the whole spectrum of this all that want power. And they're using these different platforms to gain power. They know that these platforms have billions of people on these platforms, and the way to use and to gain power is through the minds of people.
Right.
Now, it used to be through media, through mainstream media.
Right.
Now everybody is on social media. So now how can we control social media? Okay, so they buy out people by getting control of your information. Okay, and now it's based off of what you see. It's always been based off of what you see, via it be through the TV or through the computer.
Kate call them shadow dictators.
Exactly, that's exactly what they are. Okay, so now when it comes down to the election have always been rigged, you all.
Yeah.
Remember when President Trump said they're going to try to rig the election? It's always been rigged.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe they've always picked and choose who the next president was going to be.
They just didn't bet on Trump.
Right.
They were looking. Yeah. They are used to lobbyists coming in saying this person is going to be running up against this person. May the best man or woman win.
They wanted Hillary and Bush, and they probably had done talk. Well, hey, if you get it, then this will happen. If I get it, then this will happen.
Yep.
That's how that was.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why they did everything they could behind the scene to get rid of President Trump at the time. Trump. They wanted to dismantle him. That's why they bring out all of these hookers and these hoes to say he did this and he did that. He looked at me wrong and all of this.
Speaking of hookers and hoes, now I think Congress is calling anybody that has, I guess, claimed to have had some type of relationship or something with, calling them up there to the table, wasting our money, wasting our time. I just looked at them and just shook my head. I said, they set themselves up to be straight losers. All of them is running to lose.
Are you serious? Are you saying that they're going outside?
Remember what was that porn star name? What was the porn star name?
Stormy Daniels.
Stormy Daniels. I think they are calling her up there because they want her to testify, but I don't know what she's going to be testifying about.
Let me understand this.
Come on.
Now, Congress, they have a legislative jurisdiction that
they have a legislative jurisdiction
within
those components of the legislature legislative jurisdiction.
In order to investigate.
Absolutely.
Stormy Daniels, is she within the legislative?
She ain't got nothing to do with the legislative jurisdiction.
So why is she up there? Why is she being called up
because
there?
You have Congress crossing their boundaries, doing everything that they can to make this president look bad.
So they did like the FBI. They're going outside of the scope.
Going outside of the scope.
Of their legislative jurisdiction is what they're doing.
That's exactly what they're doing.
You all listen up and see exactly what's going on.
Come on.
Okay? Just like the FBI violated the Hatch Act. You know, I remember us talking about this. Years ago, before any of this here stuff hit the fan, and we told you all, and everybody came all down hard on Diamond and Silk, all the hat chat, this, and this, and we told you all how you're not supposed to use your government office, okay, for a political ball game, the way that they have done, all right? And that's exactly what Congress, these political pawns in Congress is doing.
That's exactly what they're doing.
You're violating different
and you're going outside of your jurisdiction. It's not within your legislative jurisdiction.
That's right.
What President Trump did before he was a president ain't none of our damn business.
That's right.
What he do while he's president is what's the American people's business. So you're going outside of your legislative jurisdiction.
And what he did with his private money
as
a private citizen is his private business.
And you calling these women up there, how do you know they telling the doggone truth?
Here's the deal.
This haven't been proven in a court of law.
Here's the deal.
Come on, girl.
Our American tax dollars
come on,
have paid for you members of Congress to have some hookers and hoes and prostitutes.
Come on.
To pay them off.
Yeah.
With some hush-up money.
That's right. That come from our American tax dollars. It ain't government money. It's American tax money.
Where the investigation on that?
That's what you should be up there investigating.
That's right.
That's what
I want to know who got paid off.
That's right.
And who's still up there in Congress, that we don't know who paid who what. I want to know that.
I like what D. Keller said on YouTube. She's being called to create chaos. That's exactly what she want to do, and it's a pure distraction.
That's right.
See, the Democrats don't have nothing to run on. They're not going to solve no problems. They don't have no solutions.
Right.
And so they want to create this here fiasco
That's right.
for the world to see, and that mess be played out in the media.
Right. Just to try to make our president look bad. But let me tell you something.
It's going to backfire.
He's a man. Just like the rest of them sitting there trying to scold him for being a man, they men too.
That's right.
Okay? And then this thing of talking about where he said, grab him by the P. And that's not what he said. But I prefer him grab him by the P instead of the D.
That's right.
Okay? That's not what he said. He said they let you grab them by the P.
But wait a minute. First of all, that was a private conversation with him, and he shouldn't have been taping. I'm going to tell you, whoever taped that, they should be the one being prosecuted to the full extent of the law.
But the men that I hear down in the president about that, what the hell do they be grabbing? When you're there with your wife, what do you be doing? Sitting there looking like you stuck?
If you all think that you're going to litigate President Trump pass and that's going to help you win,
Yeah.
all of you going to look like fools because we can go back in every last one of y'all pass,
Yeah.
and a lot of y'all got some dirt too.
That's right. You be touching and patting on stuff too. Yes. You know you be flipping it up and rubbing
And you
it
can
down.
start with Joe Biden.
Yeah.
That's who you can start, who y'all pushing up to be the front runner. The
you
front
men.
runner to lose.
The men,
He's only running to lose.
They say to be the main one. Oh, he said grab him by the, he said grab. What do you be grabbing? Men? What do you be grabbing? And another thing.
Hey, I always hear that D.L. Hughley say that.
What?
I always hear him say that,
Yes.
but you know what? D.L. Hughley, he need to back up.
Yeah.
Because didn't he get, it has been alleged, I'll say alleged because I ain't got the story right.
Right.
He had an outside child on his wife that she didn't even know about until later on.
He was grabbing something.
Was it his wife or was he already married before he found out? The deal is that a lot of these people walking around here that's talking about they saints, they ain't nothing but ain'ts. That's all
right.
they are. They act like they don't do no wrong, and then
Yeah.
you want to blame this president for everything. You are going outside of your jurisdiction, your legislative jurisdiction, whenever you go back in somebody's past trying to pull up something.
That's
How
right.
about you go back in your past
Yes.
and pull up some sugar honey iced tea?
And especially my black men, y'all know y'all grabbing on that boo.
Yes.
That boo.
Yes.
You
Listen,
know you're grabbing
we can
on
go
that
back
ass.
into all of these black guys that always got something to say about President Trump.
Yes.
Especially you famous ones.
Yes.
We can go back in your past.
Please.
Honey, it been so much stuff said about y'all. Steve Harvey,
yes,
Hughley, all of them need to shut up.
Shut it out.
Because before you became famous, they were talking about you back in the day. So
everybody
please.
Talk about grabbing on something. That's the first thing they want to talk about. He said he want to grab the pee. He grabbing this, and y'all sitting right there. Y'all know y'all be grabbing.
Look at all the nasty stuff you
all
done done.
Stuff y'all be singing in your songs.
Don't point the finger. Because them 3 fingers in that thumb is always pointing
right
back at you. So if they gonna try to get it. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. They finna try to make this play out in front of the public
to make it look like he done did something wrong, and
absolutely.
he's a man.
And they want to litigate this. They want to litigate this here. They want to keep this food. Because first it was Russia. Now it's racist. Recession. I don't know no R. Resist. Not hoes. Hookers.
Now booty.
I mean, it's just,
please, let me tell you something.
I think that the American people, and listen, this is why we're coming to you. I don't want y'all to get weighed down with this foolishness.
Yeah.
Don't get weighed down with
But let me tell you something.
What?
Stormy Daniels is the one that decided to lay on her back for a chat.
After she... I don't even want to... Listen, I don't want to talk about Stormy Daniels. I don't want to talk about her because she's a non-factor.
That's right.
She's a non-factor. Why is she being talked about?
Yeah.
And why the hell is she being talked about or invited to Congress for what?
That's right.
To tell us how she laid on her back for a chat?
That's right.
Because she put that mess out there. She put her business out there. What the hell you want us to do about it?
Cause she can't.
And why y'all using our tax dollars, having her up there to litigate all of this stuff?
She can't help us do absolutely nothing. She can't help us secure the border.
Can't do nothing.
She can't do absolutely nothing.
Unless she gonna slide up and down one of them poles.
At the border, building the wall. That's all she can do.
That's all she can do.
So please get out of here with that.
Get out of here with that.
Please don't bring up no comment about no grabbing of no nothing.
Yeah.
Especially you black men, or I'm going to embarrass you all.
They need to all be embarrassed.
All of you.
None of you
Because you know what you be grabbing.
And you know what you done in your past. You ain't got no squeaky clean. And I don't want to hear you say, well, I ain't running for president, but you in powerful positions.
Well, President Trump wasn't running for president either.
That's right. So please. Okay, so
but real quick, I just want to say that with this here video that we just heard, how Google is manipulating these votes, and then they want to take and they want to blame everything on Russia. It's time for us to really wake up, America, because we've been hooked for a very, very long time.
This ain't Russia fault. This is Google.
This is what's been going on.
They don't interfering in the election.
And then when I hear AOC talk about she want to get rid of the Electoral College.
For her to cheat more?
Yeah, they talk about the Electoral College is racist.
No, the Electoral College is not racist. Yeah. That's what the forefathers put in place for us to have check and balances, for us to have fair elections. But instead of going up, it's for people to be represented in the election process. If we did it her way, then nobody would campaign anywhere. The only states they would campaign in is the big states. Right. California, Texas, New York. Those are the places that they will only campaign in. So we want everybody's voices to be heard.
So if you really look at it, now after listening to this gentleman, this guy, really, technically, they want to make it look like that Hillary Clinton won by 3 million votes.
Hillary Clinton didn't win.
She didn't even. 3 million. I don't even think the lady had 10 million.
Listen, Hillary Clinton did not win. Y'all need to get over that.
And even in 2018, I believe they used this method, because I remember whenever Facebook had some type of vote thing on their platform.
Hold on, Shelly. Thank you, Shelly. Shelly on YouTube said, Alahan Omar says that the UN should take charge of our border issues. The UN, and I heard that the other day, and I like the but this is what I talk about. When the American people allow people with different ideologies to enter and infiltrate our Congress and not follow our constitutional laws, but the own laws they got made up in their heads. The UN don't need to take over nothing in this damn country. This is the United States of America. They can take over all that shit overseas, but don't mess with nothing here in the United States. If you don't want to make me mad with that.
That's right.
Don't nobody need to take over our border issues. We got Border Patrol to do that.
That's right. But see, when you have people infiltrating our Congress with their own ideology, their own hateful ideology at that, okay? That's why when people come to this country, they need to assimilate to our ways. right here.
You all let that happen.
That's right.
You let that happen. That's why you got to get out. You got to talk to people.
That's right.
You pretty soon they'll be taking over our police department and everything else. We'll be sitting around here like we slaves.
That's right.
Listen to the foolishness that she's spreading and she's spewing out of her mouth.
Girl, I view that stuff as the Antichrist.
Yes, she is.
That's the doggone Antichrist. Y'all better be careful. Y'all better be careful as to what's going on here. Look at your government and what's being taken over.
Somebody said the UN is the one sending the illegals.
Look at that. Look at what's going on here.
Excuse me, you all, for cussing. Listen, I get irritated. Let me tell you something. I keep hearing about this here order, this world order.
This world order
and they
stuff.
want everything to be globalized where the borders are open and the UN want to come in and they take over our police departments and things like that. Then you have a member of Congress talking like that. You all need to make sure you vote her behind out.
And a lot more others.
When her time is up.
A lot more others. Because they took an oath to uphold
if you want to, listen, you want to take control over something, let them build their own island, call that your America, whatever, and you take over that for you.
Right.
But don't come over here pushing that mess off on us over here.
That's right. Because you took an oath to uphold the Constitution, not your ideology.
Amanda Reese said $1 to the swear jar. I'm sorry, Amanda. You see, when listen, I'm very passionate about our country.
That's right.
And if people are not careful,
that's right.
You all gonna see something you ain't never seen in this country. You won't be able to get your hair done, your nails done. The freedoms that you thought you had will be gone.
You won't be able to buy no hair. You won't
even
be able to buy it.
Watch what these people are saying to you.
That's right.
You want the UN to take over our borders. We can handle our borders just fine. If they will take and if they will follow law and order and follow our immigration laws and policies, we wouldn't have a problem at the border.
Now, how is it that she wants the UN to take over our border but want to abolish the border patrol?
And ICE.
And ICE.
Yeah.
Want to remove them.
These are the type of people you need to vote them out very quick. So forgive me, I ain't put no dollar in the jar. I need to give me a free pass.
That's right.
So when I get upset, it may come out just like that. I'm very passionate and patriotic when it comes to the United States of America. And what you ain't gonna do is destroy it and have us looking like a third world country.
That's right.
While you sitting up giving your money to married men.
That's right.
And I didn't want to talk about it. Because I heard about it.
That's right. We heard about it. That's right. And her family ran from countries like that. And now you want to implement that mess?
Don't implement that foolishness up over here. Don't implement the foolishness up over here.
If you want that over here, you take your ass back over there.
I'll build you a country over there and have all of that stuff. And then you tell the UN to come run that. But not over there. Here.
Not over here.
Don't run nothing up in here.
All right, next.
Okay, you all. So we've been looking at, it's the Labor Day holiday. We're just looking to see what's going on and what's happening.
That's right.
And so we were looking at this video that was, we were tagged in on Twitter, and we want you all to see it so that we can discuss it.
That's right.
So listen. Take a look at this. I don't know how many minutes long it is.
About
6 minutes long.
Yeah.
But this was, it motivated me. It moved me. Take a look at this.
Congratulations, Mark Zuckerberg. In the war against conservatives on social media, you won this battle. Because of Facebook's anti-conservative bias, this will be my last episode for Blaze TV. And Mark, I hold you responsible for the high-tech lynching of my job.
Exposing lies, revealing truth. Here's the deal with Jeanine Morelli.
For the last 2 years and almost 200 episodes, I have dedicated this show to exposing Democrat hypocrisy, busting up leftist lies, and smacking down liberal race rhetoric. But my employment at Blaze TV depended on generating advertising revenue from my Here's the Deal videos distributed on Facebook. A year ago, I was rocking it on Facebook. Yes, rocking it. My videos distributed on Facebook generated millions of views. Generating millions of views was actually easier than you think. It wasn't rocket science. All I had to do was deliver the truth to the forgotten men and women of America, and it resonated. And yes, it was that simple. Fill the void of the fake news industry. My video calling out Black Democrat elected officials for associating with Louis Farrakhan, despite his wild anti-Semitic statements, resonated with millions of viewers. For context, New York is the 4th most populated state in the U.S. at about 20 million. My video criticizing Netflix for appointing Susan Rice, Obama's former national security advisor and former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations. You know, the same Susan Rice who lied multiple times on national TV about the Benghazi terrorist attack, has a cushy seat on Netflix's board of directors. Well, that video got 3 million views. But those days are over. There were times I would get 20,000 Facebook views per hour. Now I'm down to as little as 30,000 views in a matter of days. Gee, how does that happen, Zuckerberg? It happens when your left-wing company decides that popular conservative voices should be silenced and effectively puts its boot against the throat of a black conservative woman. That's why I call this a social media lynching. My Here's the Deal videos are fact-based. No conspiracy theories, no calls to action, and frankly, nothing to be afraid of other than the truth. The content focused on describing the hot political issue of the day, followed by my analysis. Heavy on facts and light on outrage opinion. My goal was to educate Americans and free them from the lies the Democrats try to spin to the mainstream media. My videos were not clickbait. I didn't engage in over-the-top antics to get attention. I wasn't shrill. I didn't scream. My videos weren't challenged by a fact-check organization. They were rock solid. Apparently, too rock solid. Well, let me be clear. I am down, but not out. The loss of income is significant and it stings. But it doesn't just sting for me. Because of your left-wing arrogance to control the flow of ideas, change algorithms to suit your agenda, tens of millions of Facebook users that watched my videos on your social media platform have been denied my voice. That's censorship, pure and simple. Zuckerberg, you won this round, but I will not. Let me repeat, I will not be silenced. My fans can hear my analysis on Fox News, where I'm a contributor. I make weekly appearances on Making Money with Charles Payne and Trish Regan Primetime on the Fox Business Network, and I have an open invitation to appear as a guest anytime on Blaze TV. I'm also part of Premier Speakers Bureau, and my views on the issues of the day will be on my website, JeanineMorelli.com. Being a black female conservative is difficult enough, and your multi-billion-dollar company is just piling on. The lesson here is speak up against the mainstream narrative, challenge the Democrat spin news cycle, and Facebook will slap you down. It's like Mark and his big tech bullies are saying, you, Jeanine, go to the back of the bus. Black female conservatives take heat from all sides, family, friends, and Democrats. Losing my show also sends a message that being a highly visible black female conservative is a dead-end career choice. The reason there aren't many conservative black women in politics and the media is simple. Because it's too hard. Because you can't make a living out of it. Because it's career suicide. In contrast, liberal black women have it easy and can cash in. Here's the deal. Losing my show is not the fault of Glenn Beck or Mark Levin. Critics try to pit powerful conservatives against one another, but my fans have always trusted me to dish the truth, and here it is, straight. Zuckerberg, this is your fault, and I'm holding you responsible. I'm just the latest casualty in your effort to silence conservative voices. And I wanted my last Here's the Deal video to send you, Mark Zuckerberg, that message. I'm Jeanine Morelli with Blaze TV, signing off for the last time.
Wow. Every time I hear here's the deal, it reminds me of when I said on Megyn Kelly, here's the deal, Megyn Kelly, or Kelly Megyn, whatever your name is.
Whatever.
But when I saw this video that we were tagged in, you all,
yeah,
my heart went out to Jeanine Morelli. I've met her before. She's very nice, very kind lady.
Yeah.
And the deal is that she was stifled. I mean, really, they choked out her platform, Mark Zuckerberg, with these algorithms.
Yep.
Not only her, us, and other people, other conservatives.
Yep.
And the one thing she said is sort of hard for black women to be conservatives.
Yep.
Because if you're a conservative, then you may not eat. That is the way the system is set up. And I'm thinking that it's always been set up like this. We never noticed it.
We never noticed it. And, you know, we've been doing a lot of interviews today, you all, and a lot of talking today. And it pains my heart when I think about this here connection. You know, when you think about it, the Democrats is some nasty folk.
They
and you got and I can talk about the Democrats because we were ex-Democrats from way back in the day, and they only want you to have minute, just a little bit. And when it seemed like you're getting just a little bit too much, it's like you're getting a little bit too uppity.
They don't like that.
They don't like that, and it seems like they do everything they can to break you back down. That's right.
Yeah.
And so with us being black females, I don't care if we are Republicans, but because we're black females, yeah, that's the connection right there.
Because they think that you're supposed to think inside of the box.
Right.
And anything outside of the norm.
That's
like
right.
they already got a stereotype. Either you hookers,
yes,
you hoes, you sliding up and down the pole,
yes,
you doing reality TV.
That's right.
Why do you think it was Montel Williams that started ostracizing us and criticizing
That's right.
us? You should be why aren't you doing the reality? You trying to get a reality TV
exactly.
show and started doing that. See, this is what liberals have painted black people into being. And if you think outside of this,
that,
you you wrong. You going against the norm, so you're not going to be able to eat.
Yeah,
you have to figure it out
this is
another
all
way.
that you get.
Right a lot of liberals, a lot of people that have changed their tunes when it comes to issues. They did that because they didn't want to lose their money. And I can't listen. If this is what I believe. This is real me. This is what I believe. I don't act this way here and then go outside and act another way. I'm this way here, and I'm gonna be this way out there. It feels so good waking up being yourself and you ain't got to lie.
And to be free. But it's been this hope. On the black mindset. To keep you confined to this one way of thinking,
to this one mind of one way of thinking.
And it's like you got to be enslaved and trapped to this one way. And if you
come outside of that,
if you make it out the trap.
And then it's something, we were on an interview and you were saying how they're now using scriptures
and Bible
to keep
verses.
You stuck.
Yes.
And excuse me, my white brothers and sisters, it may not affect you, but this kind of stuff affect my black brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Because they've been hearing it long enough, and if you hear something long enough, you start to believe it. And they believe that if I go outside of this because of the bulliness from the left, I'm going to get stigmatized, and a lot of people can't handle that.
Can't handle it. And a lot of people, we're here with our family. All right? I got this good job. And I'm working to take care of my family. I'm paying my bills. I got this nice car. This nice. But if I go outside of this right here, I'm going to lose all of this because I'm not thinking the way that everybody said I need to think.
And you're not doing it the way they think you should do it.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on this mask. I'm going to mask up, okay? Because I got to be able to continue to feed my family, and I'll just live my life like this right here.
As a fake.
And a phony.
And die of high blood pressure.
There you go.
Because you couldn't get it off your chest.
I couldn't be my true self. And I could not live free. But now you have a diamond and silk that's living our best life.
And our free life. Because you ain't going to get me sitting up talking about lying and stuff like that. If this is what's happening, I'm going to tell you.
That's right. Living our true life and our free life. But you have the massa,
Uh-huh.
which is the white liberal Democrats, doing everything they can to take our wealth, to silence our voices, to remove us from our platforms, to use other black people.
Come on. Other black liberals.
Other black liberals in leadership to take and dismantle us,
Demean us, disparage us,
yes,
vilify
label
us, disrespect us. Oh, yeah. Stigmatize us.
That's right.
Ostracize us.
To character assassinate us,
for
to
no
make it
reason.
seem as though we ain't about a damn.
Absolutely. That's right.
Just so that our message won't get out there, because they know we resonate with the masses of people.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There is no way we would have built the following that we built.
That's
from
right.
2015.
Yes.
That was what June of 2015 all the way up to now.
Right.
There is no way.
No way.
But people hear us. And people, listen, we resonate with people.
That's right.
Where you have these black and white liberals that don't like it.
They don't
so
like
they'll
it.
do everything they can to stop it.
To stop
you.
And that's what they did here too. They're trying to do it.
Right. They're trying to Jeanine.
That's not going to happen. She's a strong black woman.
She surely is.
We know her.
Yeah.
She's a strong black sister. And it's not going to happen to her and a lot more other black people.
Yeah.
People are going to speak out and going to continue to speak out. You will not silence my voice.
That's right.
My voice is my power.
Right.
And you will not take my power away
Don't take
from
it away.
me.
You won't take it away.
You won't take it away from me.
I love that.
No, you
That's
will
right.
not. You think you have me over here, but where one door closes, a big old window will open for me, and I'll take my big old ass right on through that window,
that's right.
baby.
So my silence,
That's right.
it's going to speak louder than my words.
That's right.
My silence have a voice.
That's right.
Hey, Silk. Okay, listen, you all. Okay, lovely show today. Listen, don't forget to go. We want to see you in Billings, Montana, coming up in 2 weeks on the 14th. So go get your tickets at chitchattour.com or diamondandsilk.com and click on Chit Chat Tour to get your tickets. And then you can see the other locations that we're going to be in: Irvine, California, Dallas, Texas, and these other places. Also, don't forget, every day we pray. We pray at 11:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We pray for you. We want you to pray for us. We pray for our president. We pray for our country.
Yes.
Prayer changes things. I don't care what nobody say.
Yes.
Prayer changes things. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for all of your contributions. Thank you all for how you just take. You love us. We love you so much more. We appreciate you. And listen, do you have anything else to say?
I just want to say I love everybody. Thank you so much for joining us and having our backs. God bless you, and God bless you to everybody that's joined. Even our trolls, we love you. Your haters make you greater.
That's right.
And we'll elevate you. God bless
I love
you.
it. That's right.
Yes.
So listen, we was just coming to give you the 211. We call it the 211 because it's two of us.
And we're the ones giving it to you.
So in the meantime, in between time, we will see you all next time right here on Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.